Hello there. This is MC14. I'm tired of annotations, so I went out and bought a mic, and I'm now gonna do commentary finally. I don't know if any of y'all are actually watching this, but I mean it's fun. It's fun for me at least. It's keeping me occupied. But anyways, this is Marble Zone. No, Marble Garden Zone. This is my favorite level of all the game, of all the levels in Sonic 3. Probably my favorite level of all the levels of the original Sonic games is probably Death Egg Zone. But it's Death Egg Zone, I mean, oh, Death Egg Zone, the one from Sonic and Knuckles, not the song, not from Sonic 2. That level's, I don't know why they included a full soundtrack for Sonic's 2 Death Egg Zone. I mean, the average person's gonna hear it only for like 5 seconds. It doesn't make sense why they made a complete soundtrack of it. But still, nonetheless, I don't care. It's not affecting me anyhow. This special stage is very easy. It's so easy, as a matter of fact, that I just did a perfect at this stage just for fun, you know? I mean, even though I said I'm not gonna get any after this, I still decided to, just because, you know, just to show off, I guess. I don't know. It's very rare for me to show off and brag about myself, but I do right here. Just, you know, I'm not really bragging anyhow because it's so easy. But these special stages do get insanely fast after a while. Like right here, I could have jumped in between the bumpers, but I decided not to. Sonic got a Chaos Emerald. I wonder why they make it in a W shape and not in a like circular thing. I liked it better in Sonic 2 than they do in this game. This zone has tons of giant rings. I mean, there's a total of 8 in the first zone. In zone 2, there's only 2, but that still makes 10 giant rings in this whole entire level. That is a lot of giant rings for a level. You can become Supersonic in this level exclusively just by this level itself. But however, I don't show all the locations. I'm not doing a walkthrough for that. But I think there's like a total of 20 giant rings in the whole game, I think. I'm not too sure. It's somewhere around there. But this zone right here, I mean, this special stage is pretty difficult, I think. I mean, you have to go in a certain pattern, or else you'll mess up and have to jump over 2 red spheres. Jumping over 2 red spheres, it's possible, but it's kind of more difficult than jumping over 1. It's actually, believe it or not, it's possible to jump between red spheres. Like, see those red spheres on the left side of the screen? It's possible to jump between those things and still not hit them, but it's kind of difficult. I may show it sometime in the next, maybe in a bonus video. I don't know. Like right here, I'm jumping over. I have to jump over 2 to get the last of them. I decided to get a continue in this special stage just for fun, you know. I like to do just for the hay things. Usually I'll do it just out of the blue. I think it gets 1 step faster than this thing on quick, but so that is pretty fast right now, how fast it's going. Very easy to screw up when it goes fast. Very easy, you have no idea. So there we go. We got a Ruby Chaos Emerald. A Ruby Chaos Emerald. I believe the element responsible for making a emerald green is chromium, believe it or not. Actually, I plan to become a chemist when I grow up, so I know quite a bit about the elements, and of course, bubble screws me up, but I'm not lying. In chemistry, I got a 92, and right now, in physical science, I got a 95. I'm a science type person. What's really weird is I took chemistry before physical science. I don't know why they did that, but I could take it. That ding noise right there was made by me accidentally hitting the control key by how desperate I was to get out of that mud stuff right there. That mud stuff can kill you very easily. But anyways, I can name any element on the periodic table if you tell me its atomic symbol. Like, the atomic symbol for rhenium is RH, I'm pretty sure. Like, if you just say the atomic symbol, I can tell you the element. And I wasn't looking at the periodic table when I said that too. Rhenium is 44, right before rhenium is yeah, right before rhenium is technetium, I'm pretty sure. Technetium is used in nuclear medicine, but anyways, I don't want to bore you about chemistry since not many people like it, so I'll go talk about the game, I guess. I thought those guys right there are pretty interesting, actually, those pokey guys. I think maybe they're called pokers, I think. I don't know. Speaking of poker, I went to Las Vegas recently, believe it or not. Unless you're 21 or older, don't go to Las Vegas. It's not really exciting. You know, they didn't even let me watch people gamble. I mean, it would make sense if they didn't let me gamble, but they didn't even let me watch people gamble. So, there's not much to do there for a underage person. But I doubt your parents would be willing to let you go there anyways, or they're gonna go there. I doubt they would bring you along, but I don't know how to. I couldn't figure out how to control this top to make it go down. Hit the thing right there until I just figured out. Just let off all the keys you're currently pressing, and it'll just go down automatically. But of course, that backfires on me right there. So I just let it slide. I don't like those top things, really, to be honest. I cut that part out right there, just to make the video go by a little bit faster. Part's like, pardon me, guys. Gosh, I gotta drink some water. This boss itself is pretty easy, but I, of course, find a way to screw up. Even though I moved out, I have the reflexes. Sonic just wasn't fast enough. How ironic was that? Sonic wasn't fast enough. That's a pun right there. No, wait, no, that doesn't make sense. No, that was sarcasm right there. I meant not a pun. Zone 2, I think the music is pretty good for both zones. I think Zone 1 has better music, but, you know, that's just my opinion. And just like the previous zone, they show you the boss before you actually even get there. So, I guess it's kind of a spoiler thing, you know? There's some grasshopper dudes. They're not that bad, but they can hide out under the grass, and they can be kind of annoying, just like these rods right there that go up and down. And find a little hidden passage here. I wonder what this is. Look at that, it's extra life. Speaking of tuning, I play an instrument actually in band. I play the baritone. I'm not very good at playing it, but I can play all the notes correctly. I don't know if you play an instrument or not, but to play a instrument correctly, you must be able to, not only must you be able to play the notes, you have to play them in a arithmetic pattern. I mean, alright, just because I can play all the notes, this is my first year playing it, the baritone. just because I can play all the notes doesn't mean I can like play a song with the instrument. The only song I can play is the F. Remingtons, which is pretty embarrassing. That's the only song that I can play. But still, it's my first year. I don't plan on taking band any more after this because the kids in the class are just annoying and rude to me. I really, that's an ultimate diss to be rude to me, I think. Anyways, the baritone, it's so annoying. The baritone itself is actually a brass instrument. It kind of looks like a tuba. It's more closely related to the trombone and euphonium more than the tuba, but all brass instruments are actually all pretty much the same. The only difference between them is the pitch, I believe. The cool thing about brass instruments is you don't have to tune it. All the other instruments, I don't know why you randomly stop like that through the game if you go too fast. But all the other instruments, I think, you have to tune all the other instruments. You have to tune the timpani, which is kind of like a drum-based thing. You have to tune the saxophone. You have to tune the flute. So you have to tune the oboe, I think. I'm not too sure. Alright, I gotta find something else to talk about other than instruments. I always thought this guy was an Indian right here, believe it or not. That thing that shoots out arrows out of the wall, I always thought that was an Indian right there. Speaking of Indian, I have a real Indian arrowhead in my drawer. It's pretty neat. I got it from my great-granddad. He passed away in 98. He was 98 years old when he died in 98. He was born in 1900. I used to have Sonic CD thing attached to our original Genesis, but then I put dirt in there. I don't know why. I was being stupid, I guess.